The land was owned, it's not owned by us, it's owned by Port Marlborough 1/3 and Dock 2/3. And in 2005, Port of Marlborough initiated and said, hey, why don't we don't need this land, why don't we work with Dock and set up a trust and create this sanctuary here, which is so close to Picton it's really accessible. Once we've demonstrated that we're pest free and we've demonstrated that we know what we're doing, then the reintroduction of species that are not currently here is the most exciting thing, which is just starting to happen at the moment. We're incredibly reliant in this place on volunteers. We've got a volunteer base of about 200 sort of paying members, but we've got a lot of other people that just help, like the volunteer team is about 100 and not all of those are members. So we're very reliant. All that you see, the jetty down there, the landing area, this area here, all being done by volunteers. So we're hugely reliant on teams of people in the community who come and do their thing, and we couldn't do without them. That's who we are. And this thing is about the future. You know, getting the kids to understand the beauty of a tree and the beauty of vegetation is actually really hard because it's not instinctive. So what we're doing is getting them in here, letting them see, watch, observe, learn some observational skills, learn the beauty of the bush and the fact that it takes a long time to create and how we can help it and how we can destroy it. And this is a community thing. It's free. You don't need to pay to come here. You know, it's public land. Yeah, the donation box is there for a reason, but however, you don't need to put a donation in. It's just encouraging people to come and enjoy, and we can see how this can really look in the future, and we think it's incredibly exciting. We get some people who say, oh, you know, why can't we walk in? Now, there's a land peninsula. Where else in the Sounds can you walk into? I mean, everywhere in the Sounds you've got to get in a boat to go to, and to me it's part of the deal. You know, it's much nicer coming in by boat than it is walking. A group of about 6 wood pigeons. Now, I've never seen wood pigeons in a group before, but the tuis and the bellbirds are here, and fantails population is high. Once penguins get the lie of the land, they will walk for miles uphill. We're looking at fluttering shearwaters to have a colony of them. They live out in the Sounds, out in the water mainly, but they nest on shore, and Andrew Johns is looking to look at the habitat that we need to create or modify to get them to breed on here. And I don't normally use the word sponsorship because I think partnership's a much better word, and you guys are very much part of that. Sponsorship's not about one way anymore. Those days are gone.
And one of the key things that we really thought that was of value was trying to think about what Mudhouse means to Marlborough. It was born of Marlborough. In fact, probably the original owners sailed in here and moored their boat in Picton back in the early 90s before they decided not to leave and plant the vineyards and establish the brand. Most keen on, from a value point of view, is thinking about what is the value for us that gives back to the community, and what is the one that's going to be really lasting. For me, it seems that Kaipupu is at that threshold where from here it's really going to go on the up and up, and for us it was a no-brainer, and I think you sit here and look out at that as an opportunity for people to be able to look at and take in and hear the bird. What we're going to get out of it is the joy of seeing it grow. The actual real thing that Accolade and Mudhouse are keen on is what this is going to be for the future. I've got young children and young nieces and nephews, and their focus on conservation and the outdoors and all those things is streets ahead of where it was when I was at school, and they were really given the opportunity to really climb into this. In short, Mudhouse is thrilled. We did it because of what we wanted to find, something that linked to our brand values, something that we felt would give back to the community, and something that we thought was on the up and up, and Kaipupu ticked all those boxes.